Massive game. 20 clubs, of course, came to this Stay and Play Cup. We've had PSG, we've had Roma, we've had Chelsea, we've had, of course, all these Scandinavian clubs as well. And Richard, these are the final two left now. Where are you kind of hedging your bets for this one?
I think you've got a tactical player, in my opinion, in Jesper. And then you've got, from what I've seen, a more technically gifted player in Daramy. The only reason I'm swaying towards Daramy is because Jesper had, 24 hours, 30 hours to prepare for the task ahead of him in Bromby. He's had about 45 minutes to prepare for Daramy. I don't think the tactical game plan is going to be there. I don't think the ingenuity that he came into the game against Bromby is going to be there for him. So for me, I think I'm going with FC Copenhagen's Mohamed Daramy.
Okay, so you're joining Ian on his prediction. Just a word as well, Ian. Both of these two, obviously representing these teams, they both won their own individual domestic leagues last year. What does that change? Because these are huge clubs in both Sweden and Denmark. They've got a huge, a badge to represent here.
Yeah, but like now, any final, whoever you're representing, you're going to feel the pressure of where you're coming from. So it's something that, like I said, you're looking forward to. It's the final now. And, you just want to make sure that you stick to your game plan. That's the main thing.
Well, we are underway. Very lucky to be joined by a Premier League winner in the virtual commentary box as well. Myself, Brandon Smith, Richard Buckley, and Ian Wright, bringing you the Stay and Play Cup Grand Final. It will be the Swedish side of Gordon and Jesper Karlstrom up against Mohamed Daramy of FC Copenhagen. Richard, we've seen so many different performances throughout this tournament, so many big scorelines, tight scorelines, golden goal winners. It is so hard to call which way this final is going to go. It will be the first chance of the game into Karlstrom on the edge of the box, a handful of dragbacks from him, and the first shot fired.
An early indication showing that we've potentially seen a different side of Karlstrom. Early mistake there from Daramy, trying to play out of the back, and Karlstrom coming with fire in the opening five, Ian.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying about, just sticking to the game plan. You saw there was that bit of nerves. That's the kind of thing you don't want to do in the first 5 minutes, but, he got away with it. But we've seen Karlstrom started like we thought he would. That's a good chance.
Yeah.
Unbelievable chance there early on. Front close flick on that from Gordon. Massive ball forward. That's just going to be flicked around the corner.
Wanted to ask you, Ian, coming into the game, I said probably one more tactical, one more naturally gifted.
Yeah.
What do you think's the bigger factor? Do you think coming in with a good game plan or having the natural ability will get you over the line?
I think that the game plan and being able to stick to a game plan, as long as you haven't got a weak link that doesn't do what you're meant to do in it, I think you're always going to be a little bit more ready than just going off of instinct and ability, because you're hoping that nerves haven't taken over and then somebody's not playing up to their ability or that to their talent. But when you're playing in a structured setting and a structured game plan, you can stick to it and then you can build your confidence in that structure.
Here comes FC Copenhagen, their first real chance in this grand final. Daramy just can't get past, and it's certainly a point that we've been talking about, Richard, how just structured Karlstrom seems to be set up in this. Defensively, he's there. He knows what he's doing. He's certainly got some sort of game plan. We haven't seen massive kind of high-scoring games from him. It's only been by a goal here or a goal there.
Trouble.
This is how you get around it. Get the ball out wide. Get crosses into the box. For Daramy. You can see how tight and how narrow those blue shirts are. In the previous game, he had it on, 2 depth, I think, which means everybody's sitting deep. You're almost containing and you're looking to keep hold of the possession. You're wanting to play on the counter-attack. Daramy, he sort of just has to ride the wave. He sort of just has to keep on trying to chip him down and break him down.
I like the way Karlstrom plays. Very quick with the passes. It's not slow and methodical. It's really quick and doesn't try and go through to areas where the ball won't go through, like pass it for the sake of it. Like, this is a great chance again. Really good play. Good defending. Really good game.
Yeah, fantastic game. You'd probably say these two, you could be watching a professional FIFA match right here. That corner whipped into the near post again. Header just over. It's been dangerous from set pieces, Brandon, in the first 20.
Yeah, he really has, hasn't he? And Jesper Karlstrom been such an unpredictable tournament as well. When you look at the talent we've had, these European football clubs, it's always one of them. Who is the best at FIFA? We know that Scandinavia's always had raw FIFA talent. I don't think many, from day one would have expected these two to get to this final, but they've proven every single step of the way what they should be here. Mo Daramy, edge of the box, there's the ball once more, and goalkeeper will snatch that one.
And to be honest, that is why he's playing so deep. As soon as he tried playing that through ball, it were almost already on the goalkeeper. There was no room for him to play in behind. So defensive sort of masterclass that we're seeing so far from Jesper Karlstrom, keeping hold of the ball and defensively sound here.
It does look like, it's kind of got almost like once, hang on a sec, or well played. It's almost like when Daramy gets into that area, he's got all these players back, Karlstrom, so they're having to pass it sideways, but now they've got a good break on.
Fisher out wide here, looking to get down the side.
Good defending.
I'd say as well, Ian, you've played in a handful of finals in your time, and you've picked up FA Cup from the past and so on. In a final, how nice is it when you get that first goal under your belt?
Oh my gosh! You know what? It's very difficult to when you get that first goal in a final to not feel. The first thing you think is, oh my gosh, we're going to win, and then you think, have we scored too early? Because sometimes in a final you score early, then you start getting nervous, and you try to push for the second one, and sometimes that's where you might concede a goal. And you score a goal and you relax because you're thinking, oh my gosh, we're winning the final. Like we saw with the semi-final with Bahoui, he scored that goal, switched off, and then Daramy came back and scored. It's a nerve-wracking time when you score because you're feeling like, oh my gosh, we're doing it, it's happening. And those are the times where you have to be fully concentrated.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. We got the opportunity to go over to the Champions League final last year, and I think that analysis right there, when Liverpool scored that early goal, it almost sort of just like turned the game off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Liverpool then could just defend, they could sit back. Spurs didn't really have that attacking threat in the final third, and the game sort of drained out a little bit. So sometimes an early goal can be good, it can spark a game into life. Other times, it can just really turn the game off.
Yeah, but the thing, when you look at Karlstrom and the fact that, he doesn't score many goals, doesn't concede too many neither, does he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
really impressive, hasn't he?
He's been, and this is what you have, again, as a defender, like with Arsenal, because we had such a great defence, we knew if we scored, they're going to have to do some real serious stuff to get one back. And I think Karlstrom's probably the same. If he can get a goal, he'll probably be quite confident about not only keeping the lead, but going and scoring again. Because you're so confident in your defence.
What we've seen so far, Ian, as well in the Stay and Play Cup, and Richard would add on to this as well, is Karlstrom is won games, but not by masses of goals. Maybe one or two. He snatched golden goal wins, and he has been very much regimented, as we keep on talking about. Defensively, he's been sound. He's been in the same formation every single game, compared to Mo Daramy, who's just scored goals. When he gets goals going, there's kind of no stopping this man. He's a goal-scoring machine going forward. This will be the last chance of the half. It will fall to Jagardin on the edge of the box. Maybe a shot will come in, but again, it's so patient. From Karlstrom on the edge of the box, turns back to goal. Well, maybe that'll be a shot. Drag back. Which way is he going? Shot comes in.
What an unbelievable bit of football. This is what I like about Karlstrom's play.
Just on the stroke of half-time. Beautiful drag back inside. Smashed it at the near post. Righty's got the blazer on. We're in town. This is what I want to see for the final.
Amazing. Ian Wright whipping out a blazer for the virtual commentary box. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
This is what see with Karlstrom, the way he plays, guys. I love it because you're thinking, this is possession for the sake of it. No, there's always end product to it. It's brilliant. I love the way he plays.
It's very tactical, and I think really for Daramy, how do you play that down? Do you keep your ball yourself? Do you stab him of possession? He's got a counter-attack here, straight from kick-off, but again, Jesper Karlstrom, the defensive marvel, keeping hold of the ball, not rushing it forward, and just playing around the back.
Yeah, but I feel that with Daramy, the way he plays, he's not somebody that wants to keep the ball for long himself. He'll try and soak this all up, get the goal, which we know he's capable of doing, and then go from there. But like, we'll have to see how it plans out, because something else, he's going to have to do more. He needs to attack more for me.
Another set piece has been dangerous so far. Sorry, Brandon.
Has done really well, Richard. Just sorry to part in, is that we know that he scores a lot of goals. Mo Daramy. He scored 16 throughout this competition. Karlstrom has limited him to pretty much nothing. This might be his best chance now as he breaks forward. He can get that ball across the box. He will. Keepers on the floor. It's headed back into danger. Pretty much. Just about.
This is a tight one. I think this is a 1-0, guys. I think this has got 1-0 written all over it. If one goal's going to win this, I think.
This is what's fascinating about FIFA as well, because you've got both these two players in their sort of shape that they want to play. They're playing the way that they want to play FIFA. One goal, everything goes out the window. If Jesper Karlstrom scores, Daramy's got to throw everything forward.
Yeah.
If Daramy scores, Karlstrom sort of can't keep the ball in these areas. He has to push players forward, and that's a mistake.
He's in.
Daramy could be in.
He's in.
Copenhagen. Into Endoy, he's been doing so many goals. Once again, Jesper Karlstrom has been solid at the back.
Yeah, but what we saw with him, what Lindstrom didn't do, he didn't win the ball in those areas. And I think that if Daramy's going to win it in those areas, they've got to be a lot more ruthless than that. He's got to try and take advantage of that. Yeah, it looks a great pass, that was.
Great ball. Left-hand side, up for the back post. Go for the cutback if he can. And it's a big tackle, it's a strong tackle, and this is where changes are key, Richard Buckley. 30 minutes left. What's going to be changed in front of us?
Yeah, we're now into the game. He's switched to wings. Looks like he's going to be bringing Fisher off and making a change out wide. He's kept himself on. He's kept Daramy on the pitch. He's brought Fisher off, and he's bringing on, I think it's Pep BL in at right mid, so an attacking, pacey change out wide. Let's see if that can potentially give him that injection of pace in the final third. How important, not only in FIFA, but in the real game, are substitutions, Ian?
Well, the thing is, me especially, when I was in games and I was a substitute, I was watching the game, I was watching everything that was happening, I was watching the defender I was probably going to go up against. They're vitally important, because when you're coming on as a substitute, you're actually coming on to make a difference. So it's got to be in your head that you're going to go on and try and make a difference, because you're not going on just to go on. The manager's seen a tactical reason to put you on to make a difference. So that's what you've got to have in your mind. Sometimes other players look and say, oh, yes, such and such is coming on, brilliant, more pace, he's got a goal threat. Anything like that will give you a little lift, what you need sometimes.
And also, you're probably scaring the defenders as well.
Absolutely,
you're coming up against a defender that's had 60 minutes of running, and you're coming on with a lot of pace, or you've got a trick in your book, and you can win a foul. That's going to be playing on the defender's side.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Well then, 27 minutes left in this Stay and Play Cup final. It's a goalless game so far. And it's probably been our most competitive game as well of the 5 days, as you would expect. Both players very nervous. But certainly I'd say out the two, Jesper Karlstrom has been on top, kept a lot of possession in this game, has created a few chances, and really has limited Daramy to anything going forward. Another pause again, and for me, this is when it starts to get a little bit serious. When we're seeing back-to-back pauses with there's about 30 seconds in between both of them.
I don't know if you could see that. Jesper Karlstrom just on his phone there. Is that a little coach? Is that someone getting text? What should I do right now? How do I break this guy down?
Of course, that can happen as well, couldn't it? See, that's what I'm saying. They're at the level where I'm nowhere near. I'm just playing for playing. But they're getting, obviously, WhatsApp through. People are watching, saying, do this, do that. It's amazing. So it's intriguing watching this game.
Absolutely, yeah. It's literally on a knife edge right now. You see both these two players looking down, checking probably messages that they're getting through. Both these two players as well have FIFA esports players who are professional FIFA players.
Right.
Licensed to these teams. So maybe it's going to be one of those two messaging in. Yes, but you've got to change something, change tactics, go down this side. If we see a big change in either of these two where they've been playing, I need to know the answer. What got said in those messages right there?
What? You know something? I think that the nerves will start kicking in a bit now as well. Because you know that the way this game's going and how tight it is. Oh, well defended. How tight it is. One chance. Here's another mistake.
That could be a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Exactly. Again.
It's a finesse.
One mistake could cost somebody. So that's when nerves come in even more now, because you know that my mistake can cost me the final.
Well, we've seen so many games of FIFA that have been decided on one chance, one mistake, one piece of magic going forward. Both have replaced their individual players. There's been a lot more pace injected onto both wings as well for these teams. And you can see one of those players, Richard, as you alluded to, on that right-hand side. Unfortunately, can't break the way through for FC Copenhagen. And I just feel like Mo Daramy is really struggling at the moment. Here comes Jesper Karlstrom on this left-hand side. Fake shot round his man. Tried to once, unfortunately, on the second time. Couldn't break him down.
Now that time, slowly starting to tick away. This is when that extra 5% in the mind.
Look at that
this
pace.
Is where it comes mental.
Look at that pace. See, I hurry up.
Cut it back.
Daramy, man. I knew it.
Daramy with a huge goal. Maybe a match winner.
I'm telling you, man.
He's been the underdog in this tournament. He might be a 57 rated bronze item in FIFA 20, but I tell you what, on the sticks,
was that a
substitution? A professional FIFA player.
Was that a sub? Was that one of the subs?
Down the wing, getting the dangerous ball inside the box. The pace is everything.
I'm telling you, what a great bit of play. I'm so impressed with Daramy.
If anything,
keeping it now.
A counter-attack, because Jesper Karlstrom has been the stronger of the two regarding keeping possession, the chance he's created. But what does Mo Daramy do, Richard Buckley? He scores goals. That's 17 in total now in the Stay and Play Cup. And maybe that is what he needed to get himself fired up for this game.
He needs something.
Now, Karlstrom back against the wall. 10 minutes left to go. Show us what you are made of, Jesper. A little bit of play on the edge of the box.
Needs a goal. This is
It's not writing.
Jesper Karlstrom.
Bit of play.
It's absolutely beautiful from the Swede. The drag back into the finesse. Game on in the Stay and Play Cup Grand Final.
I thought he missed the opportunity. Why wouldn't he shoot first time? Who am I to tell him anyway? Look, great finish.
Beautiful drag back inside the box, onto his left foot. All it took was one goal, and this game,
it's alive.
Absolutely sparks into life. Does Daramy answer though with Endoy? Lovely fake shot.
Oh, good defending.
That's good enough. Golden goal could be the answer.
Tell you what, he's won that battle, Mohamed Daramy. It's actually him on the ball as well.
Oh.
Well, to be honest though, I agree with you, Ian, on that. I thought he missed that chance, but the extra drag back, he believed in himself with that extra chance. FC Copenhagen. Zeka, that one's blocked. Instead he plays straight back to Copenhagen, and he's done it all game. He's been so calm on the ball.
Yeah.
Jesper Karlstrom.
Composure shown there. Fantastic composure around the back. Could have panicked, could have played it back to a white shirt, just as he's done right there.
Oh, they're giving it away. He's giving it back.
Zeka. Can I get that ball back? This could be the final chance of the game to snatch it at the dev.
Oh, well done. Hang on a minute.
Injury time. Is it going to be the final roll of the dice for FC Copenhagen? 1 minute left, or are we going to go?
Oh, he's in. He's in.
Last chance. Can he get round him? He has got round him. Get it.
I put it back too far. Why did he put it across the face?
I tell you what, gentlemen, we have seen so many tightly contested games throughout the Stay and Play Cup, and this one is going to need golden goal as well to decide it in our grand final. What a 90 minutes. What a last 20 minutes, if anything, Richard. Unbelievable stuff.
All I'm going to say, Mo Daramy, he's been here before. Golden goal against Bahui. He won that game. He had ice in his veins. However, that man coming from behind. How hard is it, Ian, to pick yourself back up with 10 minutes left to go after losing, after potentially some players head gone? You're thinking that's over. He bounced back and got that goal.
Well, yeah, but the way he's played all the way through this tournament, for me, he's always been quite calculating. He doesn't look like he panics. He doesn't change his game plan. He still tries to keep the ball. And what I do like about the way he plays is that, yes, he keeps the ball possession-wise, but when he gets into that last third, he's got He's got skills. He's got tricks. I thought that he missed the opportunity to shoot, but it was great play, great drag back, and scored the goal.
Well then, 90 minutes. Couldn't separate them, and what a last 20 minutes it was, if that was anything to go by in this golden goal period. Score, you win, and you will be the Stay and Play Cup champion.
Wow.
Djurgården or FC Copenhagen?
Who has the bottle?
I tell you
Who
what.
has what it takes?
But Rich, this is where it goes now, Rich. You know that the mistake, this is where the pressure really starts to kick in. Because a mistake, a loose ball, you've lost the game, you've lost the tournament. Look, he's in!
That chance. Mohamed Daramy in golden goal. The Great Dane proves his worth on the biggest of stages. FC Copenhagen will be your Stay and Play Cup champion, and to be honest, he's been an underdog throughout this whole process.
I can't believe it. Look.
What a finish that was. As soon as he hit a golden goal, he's been there before, he's had the composure in previous rounds, and he clutches up on the main stage. Mohamed Daramy from FC Copenhagen, your Stay and Play Cup champion. Righty, what a game.
You know what? That was a brilliant game. Very tight. You could see there was nerves in and around it because they both gave the ball away a bit, but they defended really well, and in the end, it was, just saw 3 quality goals there.
To be honest, Ian, I think it was ever since you put that blazer on, you spiced up the game somehow.
To be honest, yeah, I felt more professional. I felt like I knew what I was on about once I put the blazer on.
Amazing, though. Honestly, amazing. An amazing 5 days as well, Richard. An absolute pleasure, Ian, to have you in the commentary booth with us for that final. And it delivered. It really did, Richard, didn't it?
Yeah.
It went all the way to golden goal in the end. But FC Copenhagen, Mo Daramy, Stay and Play Cup champion. He's done it.
Yeah, I mean, he clutched up, didn't he, when he needed to. When he needed the ice in the veins, when he needed the composure in the final third, he showed it. Lovely little bit of play on the edge of the box. Smashed it across the goalkeeper into the top left corner. Man City, Ajax, PSV, Valencia, you name them, PSG.
Yeah,
everyone came. Everyone came. 19 clubs fail. 1 club stood tall, and that was FC Copenhagen.
Yeah, and to be honest, Ian, your prediction was right as well. Have that one.
Well, to be honest, you have to look at Daramy and the way he played. It wasn't as methodical as Karlstrom, but like defensive-wise, Daramy was very solid. And once they got into that last third, very, very clinical. Like we say, he scored the most goals in the tournament?
Yes, he's up there.
So you know that he knows that as long as he stays solid defensively, he knows he's got a chance. Karlstrom, I like the way Karlstrom played, and he was unlucky. But Daramy was brilliant today.
He really, really was. But Ian, it's been an absolute pleasure. Richard, it's been a pleasure as well commentating on the Stay and Play Cup with you. But that is from the commentary booth for this amazing tournament. Congratulations, Mo Daramy and FC Copenhagen. We're going to throw it back over to Jimmy, Mike, Spencer, and I believe Ian will be joining them as well.
Thank you, Brandon and Richard. And I was inspired that you guys had blazers on. and because we have Righty here as well, Arsenal legend, I thought it should be red. I mean, look, I know I look pretty sharp. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you have questions about where I got it. Some questions don't deserve answers. Let's get to the winner right now, Mo Daramy. Congratulations for being our first ever Stay and Play Cup champion. What an absolute legend you are.
Thank you,
Mo, congratulations. Yeah. So it didn't look like it was going to go your way. It was really tight to start this, but you ended up getting the result. You had two games today, and you won both of them in golden goal. So are you feeling like you were good, or did you feel like you needed a little bit of luck to get there?
No, I didn't feel it was luck, and of course I was good. You saw the game, and I was just patient, and if I just play like I did, I'll get so many chances, and one of them will go in.
Now, Daramy, this is the first of its kind tournament. We've never really done anything like this before. Obviously, we've been kind of forced into it with the situation, but I actually think it's been a huge success, and we've had some really entertaining games. My question to you is, do you want to put the challenge out there to the wider world of football professionals and say, right now, you are the best professional footballer at FIFA, and do you want to put that challenge out there and say anyone else thinks they're better, bring it on?
Yes, of course I will. And now I'm the champion. I'm just very happy, and champion like these two guys. So it's an honor to be champion of the tournament. It's been a very good tournament, and I heard before you didn't believe in me, and I was the weakest one, but I show you wrong.
Here, so I'm going to be eating all of my words time and time again on this. I want to say that was repeated out of context from Jimmy, but I did want to ask, what did you learn from going through this tournament, just the overall experience?
Yeah, I just learned how to be patient and don't stress. And if I know I'm half the game, I know I will come to many chances. And no, not many players play like me. I do not do so many skills, drag back, all that kind of stuff. I just play easy and keep the ball on the offense and wait for spaces to come. Then I will score.
Okay, and Mo, what are you going to do to celebrate? How are you going to celebrate this big win for you?
I'm going to celebrate very, very good. And yeah, I don't know. I just go home and relax to my family and just celebrate the win.
Well,
No, I was just going to say congratulations to Daramy. I like the way he's so confident in the way he plays. You know, he doesn't, like he said, don't do too many dragbacks, don't do that stuff. But when he goes behind, you never panic, Daramy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm very confident with my game, and I just know if I just keep it patient, then I'll get too many chances. And I'm very cool when I have to shot. And you saw my last shot with the striker. It was an easy shot, just one pass and then go.
Well, Mo, congratulations on winning the Stay and Play Cup and taking down 2 Swedes along the way. You brought a lot of pride to FC Copenhagen.
Yeah, it was very good. And of course, I want to play to the derby against Lindstrøm, but he will beaten against the other Jesper, because it will be a very good game if I play against him, because the fans, they talk a little too much. So, but of course, I'm very happy with my win.
All right, Mo, thank you so much, and we'll see you very soon. Mo Daramy, everyone, the Stay and Play Cup champion. There he is. And Righty, my question for you is, that game started really tight. That seemed like a proper cup final. Everybody was a little bit nervous, and then it opened up at the end. Did you see the same way?
Yeah, I did. But like I say, I thought Karlstrom stuck to his game plan, and you heard Daramy there saying that he wasn't really fussed what was going on, because he knew the way he plays, he'd get his chance. And, you know, like I say, credit's got to go to Karlstrom the way he played, but Daramy, the way he executed that final finish and not panicking every time he goes behind, it's testament to him. Testament to he knows his game plan.
And for the, I think we have one more drop for today. The last drop, the final drop. It's time to check your EA and Twitch linked accounts, as we've just dropped an untradeable FUT birthday player pack to a selection of Twitch viewers just now. So remember to link your EA and Twitch accounts and watch to be eligible in order to earn rewards.
Yeah, I just want to say what an honor it was to share this screen with you, Mr. Ian Wright, and also Spencer and Mike. It's been fantastic to do this tournament. From day 1 to day 5, Spencer, what have you learned about this tournament and in some ways the future of FIFA? Because I feel like we could be doing a lot of these moving forward.
100%, Jim. I think it's been fantastic. I think we've learned a lot about connectivity of people in different places and how we can actually put on these sort of productions in remote different parts of the world. I think they've been really successful in that regard. I think we found some great players, players which are top level, everyone kind of has heard of them, and players that may be lesser known that have come out and shown they're really good players. None more so than Daramy. The best thing about this, I think, has been the lesson we can all take from it, regardless of who we're cheering for, which is that we can still entertain each other and work as a team from home. And it was really poignant, I thought, when you asked Daramy how he's going to celebrate, and he said, I'm going to go home with my family, because that's what we should all be doing, staying home, staying safe, getting through this together, saving lives in the process. A big thanks to every single player that's been involved. It's been an honour to be involved myself.
Well,
absolutely. Thank you for watching, everyone, and to the clubs and players who took part in this historic event. And, of course, congratulations to our champion again, Mo Daramy from FC Copenhagen. So on behalf of Spencer Owen, Mike LaBelle, Brandon Smith, Richard Buckley, Mark Hatcher, Dan Gaskin, Aga Rosenmeyer, Man City Ryan, Emma Sestari, Ian Wright, and our entire ridiculously talented crew who deserve a ton of love for what they've been doing. I'm Jimmy Conrad, reminding you to stay home, stay safe, and play together.